Alright guys, so I wanted to come on and do this video here between Knight being signed this week and just seeing all the comments, especially on yesterday's video about the whole trading Driedger thing and whether or not we should hold on to him. I just wanted to come on and give you guys a couple insights here that I've been thinking about. So you guys know, look, my opinion clearly is hold on to Driedger for this run. Now, I'm going to give you two reasons. Now, first of all, some of you may not be old enough to remember this, but I grew up with Dan Marino. Okay? Barkov is our Dan Marino now. When you have a shot to win, you win now. You go now. Okay? Marino came into the league, balls to the wall, made the Super Bowl, what, in his second, third year? And everybody just assumed, we're going to be here every year, and he never made it again. This happened, that happened, the defense, the offensive line, a little injury here. Whatever happened, we make it to the playoffs most of the time, and it just never happened again. When you have an opportunity to win, you go now. You go now and you go hard. All right? We have a shot this year for a couple of reasons, right? The biggest one is, I know Barkov is hurt right now, but he's also being rested, okay? I guarantee you they're holding him out right now until he's 100% instead of, just shoving him back out there at 80, 90%. Let him rest. Let him get ready for the playoffs because we know we have a shot this year. With the condensed schedule, we are never probably going to hit the playoffs with a fresher, more rested Alexander Barkov, all right? And we're never going to have an opportunity where, the travel has been so minimal. We have a shot this year. And a big part of that shot is the fact that it doesn't matter what goalie we put out there. It doesn't. Look, I mean, Driedger's, obviously, I'm not saying over his career he's better than Bob, but right now by the stats, it's not close. Okay? Bob has been playing well lately, obviously. I have no problems with him. But when Bob, look, like last night, when Bobrovsky needs a night out, Driedger comes in, boom, bada boom, it's 2 points. So, I understand. I get it. We've had problems with asset management here at the Panthers for forever, okay? And I'm going to get into that in a second here. But understand, this is not Tom Rowe. This is not Dale Talon, okay? We have a GM that can go out and find a Carter Verhaeghe. We have a GM that can go out and find a Gustav Forsling, okay? So we don't always need to be married to this idea that we somehow need to give up assets to get somebody decent in return. The scouting department with this GM is completely different, and you see it on the ice this year. There's results this year. So, as Panther fans, we've all gotten into the habit of how are we going to get somebody new and how are we going to finally get somebody better, and I think we've solved a lot of that problem with our GM. So let's start there. But right now, look, let's say we get in the playoffs. We know we're going to make playoffs, okay? We win a round, all right? We're in game 3 of round 2, right? And we've got a 2-1 lead in the series and a 2-1 lead in the game, and Bob pulls a groin, right? What do you want to happen at that point? Do you want Montembeault to come in and wonder what coulda, shoulda, woulda if we would have still had Driedger? Or Driedger comes in and he's like, a boss, I got this, and we ride the rest of the way. All right? And look, that stuff happens, okay? You need to have goaltending. And there's just no comparison to anybody else that's going to be out there. Driedger is a starting quality goalie, excellent goalie at this point, and you just cannot risk. You cannot risk tomorrow for today when today is the shot. Today is the shot. Now is the shot. So, now, the second part to that is extremely complicated by this expansion draft. Okay? And I need you to hear me out here because it's a little bit complicated. I sat there for 45 minutes doing the research, looking at contracts. So hear me out. Okay? We can protect 8. Okay? And 1 goalie. We have to protect Bob because of the no move clause. So there's nothing there. So we got 8, right? So, Barkov, Huberdeau, Ekblad, that's 3. Uyghur makes 4. And we have to, thank you, Tom Rowe, because we have to protect Keith Yandel because of the no move clause. That's 5. We got 3 left. 3 left that we can protect. Now, my 3, my personal 3, all right? That's going to be Forsling, Verhaeghe, and Tippett. All right? So, and I know some of you might have differing opinions there, especially where Tippett is concerned. But here's the key to that, to that last player, okay? Look at it this way. If we trade Chris Driedger now, not only are we trading Chris Driedger, but we are trading the player that Seattle will take in the expansion draft instead of taking Chris Driedger. So, for an example, like with my 3, if we protect Verhaeghe, Tippett, and Forsling, if you don't think that Seattle's going to look at Noel Acciari, you got another thing coming. All right? Because all that dude does is play on the 4th line, and then when we need him to take the place of Alexander Barkov, he just happens to come up and do that 2 years in a row. Okay? So, look, that's what I'm saying here. Okay? And the thing with Forsling, like I see people saying, let's trade Driedger for a top 4 defenseman. Our GM just went out and found on the scrap heap Gustav Forsling, which is clearly a top 4 defenseman, without question. Okay? So, again, we have a GM that can go out and find these guys. We don't have to always think anymore in terms of what do we have to give up to get something good in return. All right? I understand the temptation. I've been here since day 1, so I hear me out. I get it. All right? But freaking Keith Yandle. The buyout for Keith Yandle is just like, just don't look. Don't look. You'll throw up. You'll get a migraine. Your day will be over. It can't happen. All right? At least 2 more seasons, Keith Yandle is on this freaking team. Unless miracles and sunshine and rainbows. And I don't think, there's nothing. Him and Bob, there's just nothing we can do. This is nothing. So, we know we're not going to be able to pay Driedger. I get that. Okay? We all hate to lose him for nothing. I freaking get that. But we just so happened to draft this guy Knight in the 1st round. He was kicking ass. We signed him. It's clear as day that they signed him probably to be the backup for next season. All right? Which tells me we need to win now. We need to win now because we're riding with Bob. That's nice. Okay? But we know that we have a combination right now, goaltending-wise, we know we have a combination right now that can go all the way. If they continue to play the way they're playing now in the playoffs, we have a shot. And you don't know if that's going to be the same case next year. You just don't know. We're losing Driedger no matter what. So next year, Knight comes in. He's a rookie. He's doing okay. Game 60, Bob pulls a groin, whatever it might be, and now we've got Knight the rest of the way. And you just never know what's going to happen. I'm telling you, as a Dolphin fan growing up, every year, just this little thing would happen. It's like, how do we not? How we got Marino? Marino's friggin' killing it. 5,000 yards every season, 40 touchdowns, right? Every freaking game, we're scoring 40 points. The problem was, the other team's scoring 42, all right? So don't assume that we're just going to continue to build and build and build. If you have a chance to win now, you win now at all costs. And if it means losing Driedger for nothing, it's not exactly nothing. All right? It's not, because, look, again, if you go with my 3, the other 3 players that we're going to protect, Forsling, Verhaeghe, and Tippett, all right? Then you've got Acciari, you've got Gudas, you've got Vetrano that Seattle might look at and think, maybe I want to look at that, especially Acciari. So if Driedger is there, it's a no-brainer for Seattle. They're going to take him. I don't see any way what reason why they would not take him. If Driedger's there, okay, maybe we can make a smaller deal with them to not take a Forsling. I don't know how that works out. All right, I know you can make a deal with, like we had this side deal with Marchessault and Smith. I don't know what the tampering rules and what you're allowed to do that way. But it opens up the possibility if we have Driedger there that maybe, you know, we can sneak Forsling as unprotected and keep him because we know Seattle's going to take Driedger. You see what I'm saying? And that saves us another player. So, roundabout way, guys, look, I get the temptation. We don't need another top 4 defenseman right now because we've got Ekblad, we've got Driedger, we've got Forsling, and we are stuck with the Yandel. All right? And I don't care what the numbers say. We're not paying Yandel to be a bottom pair guy, right? That's a lot of money that's tied up just between Ekblad and Yandel, okay? And so the next 2 guys are going to have to always be, you know, and don't forget Gudas, right? So even if you're considering him, you know, whatever, top 4 on the bottom, defensively, if we need one guy. We need one guy, okay? We don't need to go out and give up an asset to get another top 4 defenseman in. We just don't. Even with Ekblad's injury, Forsling is going to do us just fine. We don't need to panic there, okay? As long as we stay healthy. But I'm telling you, think about it that way, okay? Whatever we lose in the expansion draft, okay? If it's not Driedger, that's who we're trading Driedger, you know, we're including Driedger and whoever we lose in that draft in this trade that people are saying that maybe we should do. So I am abjectly against it because when you want to win, you win. And the best opportunity that you have is right now. You do not sell a chance to win now for the possibility to win later. That is just dumb, 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 dumb. And there are Marinos and Barkovs littered all over sports that never won a championship. And it was always, well, we're building. Oh, well, it's later. Well, the future is bright. We're almost there. Screw that. All right? We have a genuine opportunity to win right now. Even without Ekblad. Even without Ekblad, that hurts. It doesn't help. But other teams are going to lose players too. And this kid Forsling, that's the last thing I'll say. This kid Forsling is stepping up. I'm not saying he's Ekblad. Certainly he's not Ekblad offensively. But somebody commented on Twitter last night that Forsling is what Matheson should have been. And that's exactly right. Forsling is like what Matheson should have been if Matheson had hockey sense and didn't make stupid frickin' plays. That's a beautiful analogy. I wish I would have seen who did it because I didn't see. I scrolled past it so fast. But that's exactly, so again, last thing. I get it. I do get it, all right? Some of you guys are big supporters of the channel and you're like, trade Driedger. We don't have to stay stuck in the mindset that we have to give up assets to get good players in. We have the right coach. We have the right GM. That's been the frickin' problem, okay? That has been the problem. As evidenced is by the fact that we still got to protect Keith Yandel, all right? Let the GM do their job. Let him go out and find another Forsling during the offseason. Total trust. Total trust in this guy. Win now. We have a shot now. And Driedger is a huge monument. Driedger is like basically the key. I mean, it really is, to be honest with you. I know Bob's the starter, but Driedger is the absolute key because he is the freaking secret weapon. Something happens to Bob, the rest of the team is just like, it don't matter, man. We still going to win, okay? But if he's gone and we got Knight or Monty, you're going to see a complete unconfident team. I'm like, oh, crap. We've got to do extra here and try to score more here and help the goalie here, and it will just destroy the chemistry and just forget it. Just absolutely forget it. So, no creating Chris Driedger. That's my thought. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.